Om Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18. We were studying the Bhasya of verse 17. It was seen that any karma, any action, whether it is physical, oral, or mental, or whether it is dharmic or adharmic, invariably that karma is done by adhisthana, physical body. Karta, the one who has got the notion of I am the doer. Karanam, different type of sense organs, organs of actions, including the mind. Vividhashta pratak cheshta, different activities of the pranas, plus daivam, the presiding deities of all this. Means the Chaitanya Swarupa Atma was described as Kevala. Kevala means free from upadhi, and therefore the one who is avikriya, non-changing, not indestructible or non-changing. This Atma doesn't do anything. He is not a karta at all. Though this is the truth, this is the fact, not knowing this on account of ignorance of oneself, our true nature, the one who mistakes that I am the body when this, not I am the body, I am the doer when actually the karmas are done at these 5 levels, that person gets bound by karma phala. He has to answer the karma phalas. And a person who knows directly one's Swarupa, whose eye is centered in Chaitanya, free from upadhis, such a person, even if, supposition, even if he kills all people, neither he gets affected by the karmapalas, nor does he get bound. That karmas have no bearing on him in terms of its results, karmapalas. This is the truth. That is what was told in the verse 17. Please read 17.
यस्य नाहङ्कृतो भावः बुद्धिर्यस्य न लिप्यते हत्वापि स इमान् लोकान् न हन्ति न निबध्यते.
One who has no ahankara, the notion of I-ness in the embodiment, and one whose buddhi, antakarana, doesn't get subjected to doubt in the sense, oh, I did it, I will be, I have to suffer on account of this such wrong deeds, such a buddhi lepa, samshaya, doubt or regret one who doesn't have. Not just like that. It's because of the knowledge, direct knowledge of a Swarupa who is Akarta. Because of that, this doubt is not there, regret is not there. Not simply saying like that. Such a person, even if Tattva api that shows that knowledge is going to kill. Suppose a context has come and he has to kill and he kills all people. He doesn't kill. Having killed, truly he doesn't kill. No nibadhyate, no hanti. No nibadhyate. Doesn't get bound by that even such heinous act of killing all people. Because Chaitanya Rupa, Atma, I, he knows for certain, is akarta and therefore abhokta, not responsible for the papa and punya. We are seeing the Bhasya. We have come to the point of buddhi. What is buddhi now? We'll see. Buddhiriyasya nalipyate. What is this buddhi? So, and what is that lepa? All this being commented upon by Bhashyakara. Read buddhi antakaranam yasya bhashya.
बुद्धिः अंतःकरणं यस्य आत्मनः उपाधिभूता न लिप्यते न अनुशायिनी भवति इदम् अहमकार्षं तेन अहं नरकं गमिष्यामि इति एवं यस्य बुद्धिः न लिप्यते स सुमतिः सः पश्यति.
Buddhi. What is buddhi? Antakaranam. Mind, intellect. Antakaranam. Yasya atmana upadibhuta. That buddhi, antakarana, which is in the form of upadhi, what they call adjunct, as if the part and parcel of Atma, truly not. If truly so, it is a limb. No, it is not so, and yet it appears to be so. Upadibhuta, whose Atmana nalipyate. The meaning of nalipyate is given by na anushayini bhavati. Anushayini means one who does or one who follows. One who does the anusarana. One who does the act of following means who doesn't follow buddhi, Antakarana in the sense. What is meant by that? The Bhavati, that is demonstrated by Bhashyakara. It means he doesn't regret, that's all. Or Nadushayani Bhavati means he doesn't regret, he doesn't have a doubt. That is shown that it doesn't follow the buddhi. So what do you mean by doesn't follow the buddhi? That is demonstrated. Idam aham akarsham. Oh, I have done this. I have killed all these people. Tena, by that karma, aham narakam gamisham. Certainly, I am going to go to hell. Iti evam yasya buddhi nalipya. In this manner, buddhi antakarana nalipyate, doesn't regret. Lipyate means doesn't get attached. Lepa, lep means what? Anointment, etc. Lepa. Doesn't get attached. Doesn't get connected to such a wrong notion. Nalipyate. Buddhi nalipyate. That person is a saha pashyati was told, no? So that is saha sumati. Sumati means one who has got the right knowledge. Sumati, durmati, one who has got the wicked mind, durmati. One who has got the good mind means what the mind which has got the right knowledge. Saha sumati, saha pashyati. He sees the truth. In spite of karmas done, he knows for certain, I, Chaitanya, have not done it. They are accomplished at the level of physical body, etc. Adhishtanam tata karta, etc. Continuing. Tatvapi.
हत्वापि स इमान् लोकान् सर्वान् प्राणिनः इत्यर्थः.
No hanti.
न हन्ति हननक्रियां न करोति न निबध्यते न अपि तत्कार्येण अधर्मफलेन संबध्यते.
Now, hatva api sa iman loka. Having killed all these people, iman loka. So what are these lokas? Sarvan praninaha ityartha. So sarvan praninaha. In the Yoga Vasishta, meaning of such this given as Chaturvida Bhuta Jataya. All creatures that are there in this creation, including humans. It's a supposition. It's such a great sin. So, Iman Loka means Sarvan Praninaha. All living beings, even if he kills, Ityartha, that's what he meant. Yes, in spite of that, the truth is, Nahanti means Hanana Kriyam na karoti. He doesn't kill. As a result, also, na nibadhyate, napi, even tat karyena, adharma falena, by its nibadhyate, that is, by its result. Result of what? Killing all people. What is the result? Adharma. Papa, by that adharma falena, na sambadhyate, that na has to be brought here. Na sambadhyate, doesn't get connected. such a person, even if he actually kills all living beings, this jnani who knows directly that me Chaitanya is not the doer, I am free from all these embodiments. Such a person doesn't get bound by the results of such action, namely the papa. Now mark this phrase, hatva api nahanti. Even after killing, he doesn't kill. Is there no contradiction? Having killed, he has already killed. And you, how do you say that you are here? He has not killed. In spite of having killed, he has not killed. The contradictory statement. Yes, superficially it appears to be so. But the statement is based on two different views. One knowledge, other wrong notion. Hatvapi, even having killed, is from the standpoint of the people at large who are ignorant. Means from the world's standpoint, it does appear that this person has killed all living beings. But Tatvika Drishtya, from the standpoint of reality, Chaitanya Atma has not done anything. So one is Laukika Drishti, worldly standpoint. Other is Tatvika Drishti, Paramarthika Drishti, the standpoint with respect to the Atma, Swarupa, real nature of Atma, I. That is now being explained by bringing forth the doubt. Read Nanu Hatvapi.
ननु हत्वा अपि न हन्ति इति विप्रतिषिद्धम् उच्यते यद्यपि स्तुतिः
Now,
नैष दोषः.
Naisha dosha. Nanu. So the Purvapaksha, a doubt. Hatva api, even having killed, no hanti, has not killed, doesn't kill, iti, means this phrase, these two statements, vipratisiddham uchyate, talk something which is mutually contradictory, mutually opposed to the other statement. You may say, no, this stuti, praise, what they call arthavada, praise of this jnani may be true, but even if something is praised, sir, you can't speak of such glaring opposite things. Having killed, what do you mean by that? He has not killed. Yadyapi stutihi. Even if it is praise, you can't say so. For which Bhashyakara answer. Na eshaha dosha. Sir, this is not a dosha, because we are speaking from two different views, from two different standpoints. So that is what it says. One is Laukika Drishti, other is Tatvika or Paramarthika Drishti. Continue. Laukika Paramarthika.
लौकिक पारमार्थिक दृष्ट्या अपेक्षया लौकिक पारमार्थिक दृष्ट्यपेक्षया तदुपपत्तेः.
Sir, it is quite proper. It is given to reasoning. Truly, there is no contradiction at all. How come? Say, because apekshaya, depending on, from the standpoint of what? Laukika drishti, paramarthika drishti. Laukika drishti, the view of common people in Vyavahara, in the world. From the worldly standpoint, Laukika drishti. Other is Paramarthika drishti, the view from the standpoint of ultimate reality, here Tatvika drishti. Says such a contradictory statement is quite tenable, is quite proper. That is further explained. Continue. Dehadhyatma buddhya.
देहाद्यात्मबुद्ध्या हन्ताहम् इति लौकिकीं दृष्टिम् आश्रित्य हत्वा अपि इति आह.
So, hatva. Why it is said so? Because dehadhyatma buddhya. Because of the notions of mistaking deha, indriya, mana, buddhi, prana as I. So from that standpoint, hanta ahamiti, I am the doer, I am the killer, iti laukikim drishtim ashritya, taking resort to, taking recourse to, laukiki drishti, the worldly standpoint, aha, kaha aha, Bhagavan aha. Bhagavan, what he said? Hatva api iti aha. Ashritya have taken recourse to hatva api, even having killed, so Bhagavan Krishna said. Now, nahanyate, he doesn't kill. From what standpoint? Let us see. Continue. Yatha darshitam.
यथा दर्शितां पारमार्थिकीं दृष्टिम् आश्रित्य न हन्ति न निबध्यते इति तद् उभयम् उपपद्यते एव.
So, from the standpoint of what? Paramarthikim drishtim ashritya. Having taken recourse to the Paramarthika drishti, the view from the standpoint of Atma Sarupa, the true nature of Atma. What is this Paramarthika drishti? Bhashyakara says, Yatha darshita, as told earlier. We have forgotten, but Bhashyakara knows what you have told earlier. We'll see that where it comes. Means, as shown earlier, that Atma is Advitiya, free from upadhis. Therefore, upadhis being not there, which actually indulge in the karma, being nirupadhika, it is avikriya. It doesn't or it cannot. It cannot take to any karma. See, simply electricity is there. No bulb, no fan, no TV, no heater, no refrigerator. Will you get these results? See, without electricity they can't function. But these gadgets must be there. Then only, for example, you'll get light, you'll get breeze, you'll see form, you'll hear sound, you'll get, what is that, heat, you'll get cold. Like that. In Atma, none of these upadhis which actually do the karma are there. And therefore, me Chaitanya Swarupa, Atma, I, doesn't do anything. This is clearly seen by this jnani. So, yeah, that is, and this was told earlier, that will be discussed. Yatha Paramathic Drishti, that is Atma is Advitiya, Avikriya, Ashritya, having taken recourse to Nahanti, doesn't kill. Atma can't kill. Nanibhadyate. And when the karma is not done, that one entity has nothing to do with the karma phala. Nanibhadyate iti. So that shows Tadubhayam upapadyate eva. Both statements are tenable. What are the both statements? Atvapi one. Even having killed one. Nahanti, second, doesn't get bound. So there is no contradiction because these two statements are based on two different views. Laukika Drishti, Paramarthika Drishti. Now, a big discussion on the point that, sir, you told that Atma, being Nirupathika, doesn't do, accept it. But on partnership, in association with Adhisthana, Karta, Karana, Pratakcheshta, Prana, and deities, it is doing. Partnership is there. So, profit and loss has to be shared. How do you say so? So that is why, and it is told that his Purvapaksha is misinterpreting. In 16th, it was told, Tatraivam sati kartaram atmanam kevalam tuyaha. That kevala word is mistaken by Purvapakshi that mere Atma doesn't do. Kevala, only Atma, mere Atma, without the aid of body, etc., doesn't do, accept it. But in association with them, in connection with them, it does. So that is what says. So that is how Kevala, truly speaking, that Kevala means, as we have seen, Nirupadhika, Shuddha, Avikriya, wherein Advitiya Atma means Chaitanya, and Chaitanya alone is there, that is me, wherein there is no room for what? Any upadhis like Adhisthana, Karta, or Karana, Prana, deities. So therefore, that Kevala word in verse 16 has to be understood properly. So that is, it shows Atma is Shuddha and Avikriya. Shuddha and Avikriya. You can take this way. If you want to take merely, you say merely means nirupadika. Don't bring body, etc. No upadi whatsoever. Means body, etc. will not come at all there. They are in the category of upadis. So therefore, that is the nature of Atma. So therefore, you can't say that because Kevala word used in the 16th verse, that Atma by itself doesn't do, but on partnership, in association with that, with connection with what body, etc. does, that is not meant here. That Kevala shows that Atma, who is Shuddha, means Upadhi Rahita, has no connection to body, etc. No connection to additional, etc. And Avikriya, non-changing, means no karma possible. So that is what he said. This is brought to our notice and further corroborated by Bhashyakara by quoting many passages from the Bhagavad Gita itself and also from other places of Upanishads and etc. Read Nanu Adhishthanaadivi.
ननु अधिष्ठानादिभिः सम्भूय करोति एव आत्मा कर्तारमात्मानं केवलन्तु इति केवल शब्द प्रयोगात्.
Kevala Shabda Prayoga. Because of the usage of the word Kevala, only, merely, where in verse 16, earlier verse. Because of that, the doubt is Adhishthanaadibhi Sambhuya. Sambhuya, Samhatya means combined with, in cooperation with. With who? Adhishthana. Adhishthana, Karta, Pruthak Karana, Pruthak Cheshtal Prana, and Daivata. Adhishthana Devata. So with this Sambhuya, combined with, or in cooperation with this, all this, Karoti eva Atma. Atma certainly does the karma. So, how do you say? The Purva Paksha gives the answer. So he says, Kartaram Atmanam Kevalam Piti, verse 16. Tatraivam Sati, that is what they say. Kartaram Atmanam Kevalam. So, by this phrase, in the earlier verse, that Atma on its own means without the combination with body, etc. So, iti kevala shabda prayoga. Only Atma doesn't do. Means what does it mean? With association it does. No connection, no association, no karma. But connection, association with adhisthana, etc., the 5 factors, Atma does. How do you say Atma doesn't do? This is the doubt. It means maybe Atma on its own doesn't do, but in union with body, etc., it does. So that's why for this answer is given. Sir, it is not so. That's not a defect. Let us continue. Na yesha dosha.
नैष दोषः आत्मनः अविक्रिय स्वभावत्वे अधिष्ठानादिभिः संहतत्वानुपपत्तेः.
Naisha dosha. Na yesha dosha. Sir, this is not a defect, or this is not something wrong told here. Why? You are accusation is that Atma does karma in connection with body, etc. I can take you to be correct, provided such connection is ever possible. Atma being non-changing, avikriya, non-changing in nature, it cannot get connected to anything because it is a principle which is advaya, non-dual, non-changing. Advaya means limitless. A limitless entity cannot be connected to anything. It is independent. The thing which is limited, parichinna, can get connected. Because for that, what you need is what? Avayavas, parts. Where there are parts, you can connect the partless, homogeneous, non-dual Chaitanya. There is nothing else to connect with. So therefore, such connection is not possible at the level of Atma. Na esha dosha, this is not defect. That is further being explained. Atmanaha avikriya sabhavatve. When this is the fact, what is it? Atmanaha avikriya sabhavatve. Nature of Atma being avikriya, non-changing in nature. Adhisthana, adhisthana with adhisthana body, etc. Samhatatvanupatti. Samhatatva is union or combination or connection. Such union, combination, connection, anupapatti, because it is not possible. It is something which is improper. The nature of Atma being so, what is that? Avikriya Svabhava, non-changing nature, its connection with any of these things, body, etc. So by no means it is possible. How do you say so? Bhashyakara gives the rules. Where connection, combination, union is possible, and Atma, Chaitanya Atma being the one who doesn't fit in those categories, it is not subject to any change, modification. Read Vikriyavataha.
विक्रियावतः विक्रियावतः हि अन्यैः संहननं संभवति संहत्य वा कर्तृत्वं स्यात्.
Vikriyavataha, he can be because or prasiddhi. It is well known, or because. Vikriyavataha means the entity which is vikari in nature. The entity whose nature itself is to change. Vikriyavataha is अन्यैः संहननं भवति, संभवति. Anyahi, with an entity other than itself, samhananam. Samhati or samhananam is combination or yes, combination. Sambhavati is possible. Va kartrutvam syam, or it can have the doership. Who? The entity which gets itself subject to change. That entity only can connect or can have the wrong notion of doership, though truly not there. Whereas such vikriya is not possible at the level of Atma, who is avikriya. Natu, read Natu avikriyasya.
अविक्रियस्य
Natu, Natu.
न तु अविक्रियस्य आत्मनः केनचित् संहननम् अस्ति इति न सम्भूय कर्तृत्वम् उपपद्यते.
Whereas, what is it? Connection, union is possible in the case of an entity which is vikari, subject to change. But also kartrutva. In such case only the doership possible. To contrast now, in the case of avikriyasya atmana, in the case of Atma, who is never vikari, who never changes, so therefore Atmana swabhavikam iti keval shabdavaha anuvada matram. No, not that. Avikriyasya Atmana kenachit Saumananam, na, in the beginning, na is there. Na asti. Non-changing Atma has no combination, no connection with anything else. Actually, else thing is not there at all. Iti, because of reason, sambhuya kartrutvam na upapadyate. Kartrutvam, doership on the part of who is Atma, with connection with something. No upapadyate is not possible because such connection itself is not possible. When such connection is not possible, how come the result of, how come the karma takes place? When no karma phala. Such a karma phalas cannot come into existence and bind. Therefore, the word kevala used in earlier verse is only, it is a repetition in general of what was established so far all along in Bhagavad Gita Shastra, which is there in Upanishads also elsewhere. Ataha, read Ataha Kevalatvam.
अतः केवलत्वम् आत्मनः स्वाभाविकम् इति केवल शब्दः अनुवादमात्रम्.
Therefore means in the case of avikriya Atma, no such connection is ever possible, and therefore what was described as Atma to be Kevala in earlier verses like this. Atmanaha Kevalatvam. the nature of Atma being Kevala, where, as described in the earlier verse 16, that Kevala Shabda is Anuvada Matram, is only repetition in general, or repetition by the way of explanation or illustration. Anuvada here means a repetition in general by way of explanation or illustration or corroboration. Only that much. Don't give any value beyond that. Anuvada matra. The question comes, sir, you seem to be a very wise person. You brand Atma as Avikriya and therefore association with the Atma is not possible. Who told you Atma is Avikriya? So Bhashyakara shows that Avikriyatva, non-changing nature of Atma, was already shown not only in Gita Shastra, but it is there at many places in Adhyatma Shastra. So therefore, Bhashyakara points out, continue avikriyatvam cha.
Avikriyatvancha atmanah shrutis smriti nyaya prasiddham.
This is the nature of Atma being avikriya, avikari, non-changing, which cannot take any karma. He is what? Prasiddham. He is very well known. He is very well known. Where very well known? Shruti, Smriti, Nyaya Prasiddham. It is well known based on Shruti, Upanishads, Smriti, here Bhagavad Gita itself, and Nyaya, reasoning. Also, Bhashyakara is going to explain further. So it is, that is Nyaya, means as per reasoning also, how it is Atma is Avikriya will be told in the passages that is going to come. Now, first, the passages in Bhagavad Gita so far that have come will be pointed out to us that yes, these statements were earlier made, which do point out that this Atma is avikari, etc. Continue. Avikaryo imachate.
Avikaryo yamuchyate gunaireva karmani kriyante sharirasthopi na karoti ityadi asakrit upapaditam gitasu eva tavat shrutishu dhyayati iva lelayati iva iti evam adyasu.
Avikaryo imachate. Chapter 2, verse 25. Gunaihi eva karmani kriyante. Chapter 3, verse 27. Sharirasthopi na karoti. chapter 13, verse 31. Ityadi asakrit upapaditam Gitasu eva tavat. Tavat, to begin with. Gitasu eva is Bhagavad Gita Shastra so far taught by Bhagavan in this text. So, such statements are told earlier. What are those? Ayam avikarya machate. Ayam, this Atma is what? Avikari means vikara rahita, changeless. Uchyate, so it was described. Second chapter, 25th verse. Gunai eva karmani kriyante. Chapter 3, verse 27. All karmas are done by gunas. Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. Atma doesn't do anything at all. Gunas and their products. Sharirasthapi na karoti. Though Chaitanya Rupa Atma is in every embodiment, yet na karoti, doesn't do, is not the doer at all. Ityadi, adi for nayamahanti nahanyati. Neither he kills nor gets killed. Ityadi. Asakrit, repeatedly. Sakrit means once. No sakrit, repeatedly. Asakrit. Upapaditam. Upapaditam means stated, justified, or ascertained. Stated, justified, or ascertained. Where Gita su eva tavat. To begin with, in Gita itself, which was referred to as Smriti. You have told them. Shruti, Smriti, Nyaya Prasiddham. Avikriyatvam cha atmanaha Shruti, Smriti, Nyaya Prasiddham. Earlier, in this Bhasya. That Smriti, where in the Smriti means Gita here. Where it was told, Bhashyakara gave few quotations. So, now, statements of Bhagavan Krishna in Gita itself about the avikriya nature, changeless nature of Atma were cited. Now, few quotations from Shruti, the Vedas, means Upanishads. Continue Shrutishu.
Shrutishu dhyayativa lelayativa iti evam adyasu.
So, Shrutishu. In the Shrutis, Vedas, Upanishads, statements such as Dhyayati iva. Atma appears as though thinks. Atma appears as though meditates. Why that as though? Thinking or meditation, though is true at the level of Atma, it is not applicable to Atma because really Atma doesn't do. By mistake, it does appear to be so, but really it doesn't do. So it is dhyayativa, as though meditates. Lelayativa, as though gets reflected in terms of so many thoughts. iti evam adyasu. In such statements of Bhagavad Gita, there are many others, but few samples are given. Evam adyasu. Now, Shruti, Smriti is over. Nyayataha, he says, Nyayatascha. Nyayatascha, based on Nyaya reasoning also. What is that Nyaya reasoning? Continue, Niravayam.
न्यायतः च निरवयवम् अपरतन्त्रम् अविक्रियम् आत्मतत्त्वम् इति राजमार्गः.
This is Rajamarga, highway, royal way, means well known. See, Atma to be Niravayava, partless, Aparatantra, independent, Avikriyam, changeless, is Atma Tattvamiti. See, Rajamarga is well known everywhere. In contrast, Savaya only can change. For example, Akasha is Niravayava, partless. So in Akasha, Swataha Vikriya is not there. There is no change on its own. You may superimpose the changes of something on that, but on its own, there is no change at all. Read Vikriyavatva Vipagami api.
विक्रियावत्वाभ्युपगमे अपि आत्मनः स्वकीया एव विक्रिया स्वस्य भवितुम् अर्हति.
See, just to please you, if we accept that Atma has got Vikriya, change, modification, then what is they say? Vikriyavatva Vipagame api. Abhyupagame api, even though accepted as a theoretical case, a hypothetical case, not theoretical, hypothetical case. Abhyupagame, then the karmas changes on the part of Atma only will belong to it. The karmas changes elsewhere cannot be connected to Atma. You are not responsible for the crime of someone else. That person has to pay for it. You are responsible for the crime done by you. Like that, even if we accept Atma subject to change, and therefore it does, it is responsible for its own karma and not the karma of other adhisthana, karta, karana, prana, adhisthana, devatas. Not responsible. So therefore, swakiya eva vikriya swasya bhavitum arhati. Its own karmas can belong to it and not others. We'll continue.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं। लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः। पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी। देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः। ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः। ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः। सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः। सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु। मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय। तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय। मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते। पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।